call a rather bumper affair.
And again, this moves by Ali to switch these punches to the body now. He's using the body, hoping the head will fall a bit. Certainly, Lewis's legs look a bit uncertain, and I think exaggerated, too, by this very soft padding under the canvas. So it don't seem to have made much difference to Ali's spring, I must say. I think he's doing that to try and make Lewis drop his guard a bit and then whip that right hand over.
Continually picking his spot there. Just look at this, he's tacking him off. He's done it about a dozen times on the turn, that left hand, and they're really sinking in. They look like taps, but they are not. That's the punch he's looking for. I think he's using that left hand to try and get Lewis to expose the chin a bit. There it is, trying to emphasize a downward motion. And Lewis making no attempt to get out of that corner and hanging his chin out a bit like a lantern in a storm there. Now, is Ali going to pile this one up in the 5th round? Well, I must say Lewis certainly looks a durable customer. Wild swing there from Lewis, caught Ali around the ribs, a little far back. Now that was the punch that he hurt him with in training 2 years ago. And that took just a little blow away from Ali, who was just skating that round until that one landed. And again, these right hands that are getting... Why doesn't Lewis get out of that corner? Yes, he is as well. I hope that he heard me, because it really is ridiculous just to stand there and take them. What a right hand. That was the punch, I think, that Ali was looking for. He teed off with that right hand. He let the left hands go. He softened Al Blue Lewis up. We could almost read that the whole time. There was no question. And he's up at 9. Eskin has only got to 9. That seemed like 19 to me. And the round is over. Or is the fight over? No, the round's over. There's confusion here at the end of the 5th. We couldn't hear the bell, and referee Eskin is checking now with the Irish boxing officials if the bell, in fact, did sound. Eskin did not take the time, I don't think, from the timekeeper. He went on his own time, and it looked to me like more than 9 seconds.
No, Reg, I think Eskin was right. I think Lewis was up at 9.
Well, this is not replay. This really is a live 6th round now. And that's a question there where the bell did not save Al Lewis. It's the rarity these days. The referee counted to 9, the bell went, and he stopped the fight and let us start again in the 6th round. And that is exactly what we saw with Ali, softening up Lewis for that left hand and looking for that right hand shot to knock him over. There it is again, trying it for size. I doubt whether he can let him go this round, because it's probably a blow to his pride if Lewis survives this one. It looked as if he was down there for 2 weeks. It really did. And again, the knees buckling there. The right hand did it. That punch went right to Lewis's chin and through to his boots. And now he's putting the combinations together. Clusters of punches the whole time. And it looks as though Lewis must take a chance to throw the right hands. He must try and keep Ali off. It's a good job those ropes are there. I really think they keeping Lewis up. It looks as though Ali can take him now more or less when he wants to, but he wants to do it very professionally and execute that right-hand punch. No, that's not the way to do it. That was too short, but the left hook softened him up a bit more. Well, Lewis came in thinking that he could really pull off a surprise here, but they all say this, all except with the exception of Joe Frazier, the official heavyweight champion. This is his 39th professional fight, Muhammad Ali. He lost only one, of course, to Frazier, and the return, we hope, coming up. And this loose bandage on Ali's left hand waving about there, I hope that the referee takes note of that and just pulls it away. It's a bit disconcerting. And that was the best right hand of that round. He caught Lewis flush with that. Half a minute in this round. And this loose bandage is exactly the same thing that happened in the Quarry fight. And Lewis is coming back now. He's teeing off and fighting back. Well, what do you know about this? And they're really screaming in Lewis's corner for their man to go after him. Schedule, of course, for 12. So Lewis obviously wasn't quite the fall guy that Ali thought he was before the fight. But if he sold him a bit short, he's in trouble. No question that we remember this fight as the man who was saved by the bell, which you don't see very rarely in modern boxing. And there again, they're really breaking up. His legs are unhinging. The right hand, it was a bit high, that one, but now he's using the variety of punches. The left hooks are coming in and jabbing away to the stomach there. And all Lewis is trying to do now is that wing and a prayer stuff, hoping that he can just catch Ali as he comes in. A little bit carelessly, perhaps, but no, he's tucking that chin down, protecting himself the whole time. This fella is a very super boxer. You get the feeling as if you want to say to Lewis, well, at least throw a dozen punches all at once and see what happens, but he puts them just one at a time. He almost sends a stamp with each one. And this is a no-hit at this stage. No, they're back in again. And he keeps chopping that right hand down. That's what he called his karate blow. That was the punch that caught Sonny Liston up at Lewiston, Maine. That short overarm punch that shoots over the opponent's left hand. And it certainly must carry some weight. There it is again. He really is trying it besides. It's as though he can hear me saying this. And Lewis really trapped in the corner there. And what a courageous man this Lewis is. He's taken Ali's best shots, and he really has let his best punches go here. No fooling around at all. He's making a hard job of maintaining constant pressure. Now he has Lewis pinned in Lewis's own corner, and Lewis's seconds really screaming there. Let some punches go, and he's responding to that. So there's these broad shoulders of Ali in full flight, and a left hook there that really rocked Lewis just above me. It's about 3 feet away from here. And again the bell then.